Hello and welcome to another Modern Horizons 3 draft video. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are sitting at rank number 49. So, got some climbing to do. We've been drafting a lot of energy decks, and I'm hoping to try to turn things around and try to explore some of the other archetypes if the packs will allow me to. Now, before we head into this draft, I did want to say this video has a couple of sponsors. The first one being TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles or any other TCG singles that you may want. It is one of the biggest online card markets out there. Make sure you check them out. The link is in the description below. Additionally, if you wanted Magic the Gathering supplies, let's say you want really high quality deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, etc., things like this, make sure you check out heavyplay.com, heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, let's hop into this draft and open something nice. Okay, oh, hello. This is the 17 uncommon pack, or just 5. So what do we have? Ashling, I actually think is an underperformer in this format, so not too interested in the Ashling. But you know what I am interested in? Laelia. This card is phenomenal. Play this turn 3 on the play. It's so hard for your opponents to beat this card. It gives you card advantage. It just continues to grow. This card is amazing. Definitely slamming the Laelia here. Goes in any deck. Ghost Fire Slice is a solid removal spell. So is Static Prison if you're looking to do the energy thing. And then Depth Defiler is a premium. Might be Blue's best uncommon. This card is fantastic as well. But I do think I like the Laelia a little more. Also, it's a rare. Also, it's kind of cool. So let's take it here, and note that we're passing a good blue card and some white and red cards. But first pick Laelia, can't be too upset with that. And now we can follow that up with a lot of options. Don't think I want the Edge Slip, but we have Party Thrasher as a nice 2-mana red rare. There is Fanged Flames as a nice 2-mana removal spell. And then there's Mandibular Kite and Breathe Your Last. I think I like Mandibular Kite, Party Thrasher, or Fanged Flames over Breathe Your Last. So the question is, which one do I want to take? I think I want to take a red card here, so I'm not going to take the Kite. It's between the Thrasher and the Fanged Flames. There's just a lot of little creature removal in the format, though. So let's take the Party Thrasher, just so we can start with 2 red rares, and then that allows us to delay what we want our second color to be, because we get to start out with 2 red rares. And now, we have an interesting pick. I think there are two key picks here. It's either Fanged Flames to stay red, or Voltstorm Angel, which is a premium energy payoff card. You know, we've been drafting a lot of energy. I'm going to take the Fanged Flames and just continue cutting off the red here and hope we get rewarded and just kind of move on from there. I do like Voltstorm Angel a lot, but I know for sure I'm going to be red, and we'll note that we see an Angel and we'll just kind of see what the rest of the packs give us. Oh, another Voltstorm Angel? Actually, I think Conduit Goblin is better than Voltstorm Angel. It's just more important to have cheap cards. The question is that where we want to go? Or do we want to draft a slower, more controlling deck? I haven't drafted red-blue energy before, so is that the direction that we want to go instead? Energy seems like that's where we need to be. So yeah, let's go a different route. I only say this because I've drafted red-white a lot, and I want to do something a little bit different, and it does seem like the blue flavor of energy is also available. So let's take the Royal Cartographer and see if we can draft a more control-oriented blue-red energy deck, if that's a thing. But we're going to just continue taking all the red cards that we see. So we're going to slam this Ghostfire Slice over the Aether Spike, and we are definitely still seeing some blue cards here. So I do think this might be the lane that we need to be. We shall see. Here we have Smelted Chargebug. It's just another energy card, so I'm certainly going to take it here. Brain Surge is okay, but honestly, it's just worse than the 5-mana draw 3 make a 0/1. I'm just going to prioritize having another 2-mana cheap energy card here. And now we have this pack. So we only have 1 blue card, and that is a 7th pick Wither and Bloom. So should I just take the Wither and Bloom and move into maybe a red-black deck potentially? There's also Skoa Embermage, but it is significantly worse than Wither and Bloom. I don't like any of the other cards. I'm not going to take Angel of the Realm. So I can either take Wither and Bloom or Skoa Embermage. There's 2 good black commons here, so I will take the Wither and Bloom and see if this is a direction that we need to go. Maybe we can end up in red-black. And now there's a Hex Gold Slith. Man. We passed a ton of white, though. I don't think I want to be red-white. I could see myself being maybe some kind of a red-black mid-range control-y deck. So maybe I'll take the Fetid Gargantua. It is good with Wither and Bloom. Yeah, this is definitely one of those. I've drafted red-white so much. I want to try to do something else. There's another Ghostfire Slice, which I think is the pick. Smelted Chargebug is fine, but I do think this is just a really, really good removal spell. And Mandibular Kite should not be in this pack, but I guess I'll take an Etched Slith. Maybe there's a world where we just end up in red-black artifacts. I will take that over the other options. Blue seems to be getting cut. Red-white might be where we need it to end up being, but black also seems reasonably open. So let's take the Etched Slith. Maybe we can shift gears here, end up in a red-black artifacts deck if that's a thing. I don't think I need a second Fetid Gargantua, so I will take the red-black Sackland. Oh my gosh. To be fair, this pack had the Voltstorm Angel, but I will take the Conduit Goblin, and maybe Infernal Captor is a thing we can do. But certainly not going to take be the Royal Cartographer deck. I do think I want to be red-black. Here we have 3 rares. Breya is just too hard to cast. Genku is really nice, but too far away from what we're doing. There's Depth Defiler, but we didn't see a whole lot of blue. There's also Twisted Widowkeeper. So given that, do I want to take Breathe Your Last and try to move into a red-black strategy? Just red-black mid-range removal? Sure. Let's try this. Let's try this. Red-black removal. There's a Cranial Ram. I think that's one of the more important cards in artifacts. I do have an Etched Slith and a Smelted Chargebug already. I'm not super high on artifacts right now in terms of artifact count, but I do think I have enough 4 damage removal effects where I don't really need the Fanged Flames. So yeah, let's go ahead and take Cranial Ram and see if we can shift gears into a red-black artifact deck. Cut this and maybe not play any of those. We'll see. Here I'll take Fell the Profane. I do like it more than Breathe Your Last just because there's a little more flexibility because this is a spell land. So let's go ahead and take that. And we are not short on removal, I will say. Yeah. I should not hide these. These are all still perfectly fine playable cards. Okay. This pack has a bunch of white cards, despite the fact that we passed all those Voltstorm Angels. And nothing really for... What is happening? Why is there not a red... I'm going to take Dross Claw. And just because it's an artifact. And see where things go. This pack has a Sko Ember Mage. I don't really like Dross Claw very much, so I'll just take a Sko Ember Mage here as a top-end threat in my red deck. And then there's another Cranial Ram, so I will take that here. So we're on 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts? 5 artifacts? Okay. We're getting to the point where it's like a reasonable number. Take Eviscerator's Insight. This thing has the potential to do some stuff. Definitely need more refurbished familiars. That's one of the more important artifacts to pick up in this archetype. But I am happy with the number of 2-drops that we have. So that's definitely a good start. This is pretty nice with Eviscerator's Insight. And wow, that's another Cranial Ram. At least we're getting all the affinity cards. So very, very happy with that. Don't think I want a second Infernal Captor, so I will take a Seething Landscape just to have another black-red land. Here I will take a Dreadmobile. It's another artifact. I'm not sure how good it is in affinity, though. Static Prison should not be in the pack this late. Red-white, definitely. Red-white energy would have been great, but I've drafted red-white energy so much. So please, please appreciate the fact that I'm trying to draft different things, okay? We've drafted red-white energy a lot. I'm just trying the red-black artifact thing. But it's really, really important for us that we pick up some refurbished familiars. I will take a rare. Get one step closer to all them gems. So what are we looking at? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have like 12 cards I'm happy with, so kind of a rough draft here. There's the Kami, which is good in the blue-black deck, but maybe we just get all the artifact cards in this last pack. Scurry of Gremlins, come on! Okay, so this is interesting. Is it Cranial Ram or Galvanic Discharge? Wow, this pack is loaded. Honestly, my removal is pretty good, and they all kill little things. So I'm just gonna maximize on Cranial Rams, okay? Although there is a chance this tables, but there's also a chance that the Scurrilous Sentry tables, and this is a fine card to table as well. And I have Wither and Bloom, Fang Flames, Breathe Your Last, Double, Ghostfire Slice, and Skoa. So I'm pretty good at killing little things. So let's just take the Cranial Ram and just all in on artifacts, okay? All in on the artifacts. Now we have a pack with Reckless Pyro Surfer. Ooh, this is one of the incarnations, but of course we can't take it. Another Voltstorm Angel, but for us it's between Reckless Pyro Surfer or Sarpedian Simulacrum or Molten Gatekeeper. I'm going to take the Gatekeeper. I have a lot of 2s already. Let's just take more artifact creatures here. Maximize what we have so far. We'll take Cranial Ram number 5. Cranial Ram number 5. How many rams is too many rams? We will find out. Ooh, this is interesting. I don't think Pyretic Rebirth is that good, just because we have a bunch of cheap things here. So do I want Wormcoil Larva or Amped Raptor? How many other ways do I have to generate energy? Smelted Charge Bug? I have so many 2s. I'm just going to take the Amped Raptor. I just feel like you can't go too wrong by taking just another aggressive 2-drop. And it is pretty good. Like, if I hit another 2, it's amazing. Don't really care too much about Consuming Corruption, so it's between a Cursed Marauder and Retrofitted Transmogrant, and I'm just going to take the artifact. Maximize on Cranial Ram. Here we have... I guess I'll take the Pyretic Rebirth here now. We have all cheap things, though, so I don't even know if I'm going to play this, but I'll take it. I will take Molten Gatekeeper here over the Black-Red land. Or the Legion Leadership. I just want more artifact creatures. And so let's take the Gatekeeper. I have 5 rams. I just want to maximize on this. And black certainly open. Wither and Bloom here this late. So our removal is excellent. And look at this table. Wow. Rallin the Implicit Maze and Galvanic Discharge. It's got to be Discharge here. Gives me another nice cheap energy card to play in my deck. Do I want Pyro Surfer or Sarpedian Simulacrum? I'm going to go Simulacrum. I've got 5... Look, I'm just going to keep going back to this. I've got 5 rams. Okay? Ramming speed ahead. I got 5 rams. I just want all the artifacts. I don't have any other affinity cards, sadly, but this is a hyper aggressive deck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 2s. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how this does. I'm kind of excited, to be honest. 7 good removal spells, bunch of cheap things, double Molten Gatekeeper, quintuple Cranial Ram. I didn't see a single refurbished familiar, sadly, but I still feel like this is a pretty nice setup here. Okay, and this is a spell land. I don't think I want 2 of these. 1 is probably fine. Do this. We are heavier on red, so we can cut 1 swamp. And dare I say, is this the deck? Are we just good to go? I don't mind 1 top end card in the Skoa here. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 removal spells, a super cheap curve. Beat downs? We have good spells to convoke out with the Party Thrasher. I don't know how good the Dross Claw is going to be, but what else do we have? This certainly doesn't feel like an Eviscerator's Insight deck. Don't like the Dreadmobile that much. Doesn't feel like a Fetid Gargantua deck either. We're not sacrificing too many things, so I don't know about the Infernal Captor. Could consider this. It's like a 4-mana Shock. Well, Cranial Ram doesn't ever go in the graveyard. So it like gets me back a 2-drop. So it's like Shock, get a thing back. That's okay. But If I had something expensive that I can put in my graveyard for free, I would consider it. But I think I'm just not going to play it. Let's just go full on aggro. Okay! Artifact Affinity Beatdowns. Let's see if this will be successful for us. Now, before round 1 starts, I did want to say, if you've enjoyed the content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon channel. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. It is patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for your support, as it allows me to continue making all of this daily content. Okay. All the Rams. Every single one of them. Can we get it done? Where's my... I feel like it's just... I'm obligated... I feel like I deserve it. I need to have a Ram in every opener. Right? It just seems fair. Not all these lands. I'm playing 16 lands plus 1 spell land. I think that's good. I have a 1-drop and a 2-drop. This hand wasn't phenomenal, but I don't think it was a mulligan. But we just drew back-to-back lands after keeping a 4-lander. That's going to beat nobody. Drew this is the second time I've drafted Affinity. I get the actual worst draws with this deck. It's incredible. 3 lands in a row? Okay. Ugh. It's just so frustrating. It's hard not to be... It's hard not to get, like, a little bit upset. You know what I mean? And they hit a land. Yeah, yeah. Just not gonna win without a nice... I had a 1-drop and a 2-drop, right? So I was just kind of hoping that the top of my deck, within 3 turns, gave me something to play. Even then, it's gonna be close. I drew Drossclaw. This card's not very good. They probably... Okay. Four lands in a row. No problem. This card's terrible. This one, maybe I need to cut. But it does help you get in chip damage, right? With all the Rams and such, and the Molten Gatekeepers, and I feel like that's kind of what the red-black deck's trying to do. You just need to get going early, but the problem is, you know, we didn't. How is this better than adapting and putting a counter? Oh, it still puts a counter, never mind. And it tramples. No, that's fantastic. We're gonna draw a Ram now. In the most inopportune time. I called it. Did I not call it? All right, so we need, what, a Breathe Your Last, I guess? Our deck's good at killing little things. Not particularly good at killing the big things. Looks like a fight spell or a bite spell of some sort. There's just no shot we're beating this. But we can... No point in blocking. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fast, at least. I mean, that draw is beating nobody. That draw is beating nobody. The thing is, I still feel like despite having all the Rams, this might be a suboptimal version of the deck just because we didn't get the Terramanders, the Refurbished Familiars, and the 5/5 Affinity Dragon. And those are kind of some of the other important payoff cards. Alright, let's get a better hand here. Okay. We got a swamp and a mountain. So we got Cranial Ram into Breathe Your Last. On the draw, though. Dream Drinker Vampire. Alright. We'll go Cranial Ram. I'm actually going to block here. I think. Do I want to block? Do they want to attack? Yeah, I'm going to block. Because this way I get to just Laelia. And I can clear the way. I just feel like this makes it so that it's just it makes it so that they have less creatures on board and sets it up for a good Laelia attack. I see. All right, let's kill it. Right, no, can't play the charge bug, but it's okay. The Laelia is continuing to grow. That's the nice thing here. Next turn we can go Molten Gatekeeper and then equip Cranial Ram. So the Laelia can actually potentially be a 6/6. Pretty hard to race though, I will say. Cursed Wombat, okay. I guess I don't need to put the Ram on here. And Fanged Flames was fantastic. I doubt they're blocking. All right. So let's play the land. Let's kill the Wombat. Jesus. Okay. Well, at least they can't adapt, but it does have reach. It does have reach, which means it can trade with the Laelia, sadly. Happy enough trading the Dream... Wow, English. Happy enough... I think I'm happy enough trading the Dream Drinker Vampire for the Gatekeeper. 5 toughness is such a tough thing for the red-black deck, given that I've already used my Breathe Your Last. Man, this gives a Death Touch? That's kind of annoying. Okay. Wow! What? Ah, I see. I mean, I'm just gonna keep attacking. Can't play that card, sadly, but, you know. I needed to clear the way. That's an unfortunate reveal off Laelia, but... Laelia's still just done a ton of damage, right? So... we can bring the Molten Gatekeeper in, equip Cranial Ram. A lot of options here. Let's see what their last card is. Wumpus Aberration. That is very good. So 1, 2, 3 artifacts, so +3, +1. That thing tramples. Yep. All right, let's play the Twisted Landscape and equip onto Skoa. Can sack this to thin out my deck. And we can block the Cursed Wombat. So this is not bad. Not a bad situation at all. Man, they've gained so much life. Laelia has done so much work. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, thin out the deck. Alrighty. I don't think the 1 damage is going to matter too much. I'd rather be able to play whatever I hit here. So let's attack for 8. It was just a land, sadly. I guess I could have attacked for 2 more. Oh well. I just want to use my mana here. That was a lot of lands, though. Man, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13. 4 lands left in our deck. Okay, we're at 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's an extra block. Oh, they get 2 extra blockers. Goodness. Okay. Dross Claw. So I could have put... My opponent could have been at 3. I guess we just attack with this then, because we don't have lethal. Oh! Man, if we got them lower, we could have killed them. Darn. I still want to kill the Brute Scale here. Alright. Still at 2 life. Close game. Close game. Wither and Bloom. Do I go for it? Nah. Let's just do this. I guess we can decide depending on what we hit. I see. That is a creature, so let's just kill this then. Woo! Close one. That was a close one. Sequencing with Laelia is always kind of a little bit tricky, but I'm glad we got to get it done. Man, they had just no... All they had were Death Touch creatures, and Laelia drew us so many cards. And this is why you first pick Laelia. You just take Laelia and all removal spells. So if they don't have a removal spell, she's just going to draw you so many cards. Okay. Game 3, we are 1-1. We are on the draw again. This is not bad. This is a black source. The question is whether or not I want to run out this Transmogrant turn 1. If I do, I take a bunch of damage. But it does put an extra artifact in play. Yeah, let's do it. If I draw a land, I would love for it to be a swamp. Okay, Mandibular Kite from the opponent. Okay. Why don't you play a multicolor permanent next turn? Play like a Riddle Gate thing, because then I can double spell, which would be really nice. Huh. Do they have a counterspell? I kind of did this to bait the counter. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was kind of a blowout. Thraben Charm against the red-black deck with open mana is always a little bit dicey. They just got 2 for 1 there. And now we have Wither and Bloom and Ghostfire Slice. Okay, oh. that card is very, very good in this matchup. Curious which one I want to play. I'm going to play another Ram. I know they get to block here, but then I get to just move the Ram. It's fine. I don't really want to use my removal spell. Oh, I can even... Oh, that's interesting. Ghostfire Slice to kill the spirit is not terrible, just given my board. Okay, my opponent just had enough. They just didn't want... They didn't appreciate getting rammed, apparently. Okay, we are 2-1. Getting much better draws with our red-black affinity deck. Or red-black artifacts deck, whatever you want to call it. Let's keep it going. Can we go first again? I like going first. With like 1 mountain and 1 swamp. Nope, we are not first. This hand is decent, though. Could use some interaction. 2 Cranial Rams, Laelia, and a Molten Gatekeeper with 2 swamps and a mountain. This takes a little bit of time to ramp up, but the nice thing about this is just, it's a living weapon that forces a trade with something, and then in the late game you just move it on to something else, and just all your creatures become gigantic. So, opponent on Boros. They must have, like, a Galvanic Discharge or something. Nope. What do they have? Eldrazi Line Break. What? Red-white Eldrazi beats? Come on. It tramples? Okay, I guess no block. Alright, I see your line breaker and I play my own rare, and we are gonna hope to one-up you. I don't think I will. How are you playing this in red-white? They must have a bunch of landscapes. Because this is like a 3rd color. And red or white is generally not good at making spawn. Right? Oh yeah, they have a ton of landscapes. Okay. They probably have like 4 landscapes at least for this. And this is an extremely powerful card. Now, if they kill my Laelia, then I'm just in a heap of trouble. They didn't have a creature this turn. Because they would have played a creature. That means they have an answer for Laelia. Oh, that was amazing. And because I think they have an answer for Laelia, I'm going to just play the Ram to get in for 1 extra point of damage. And I'm going to play this land. They're going to just kill my Laelia. No? Wild. Oh, we hit another Ram. Wow. Okay. Triple Cranial Ram. Maybe they have the, oh. They could have the Energy Sweeper. No, they didn't get a Plains, so that's good. They're at 10 life. I have triple Cranial Ram with Wither and Bloom and Molten Gatekeeper in my hand. So I can turn my Rams into 4/1s. Let's see what they can do here. Don't play Spawn Gang. This could be Fanged Flames. No, 3 mana. Ghost Slice. Ghost. Oh, Glimpse the... Oh, okay. Wow. Well, they can only play one of these spells. Did they play a land for this turn? I believe that they did. Dog Umbra on Laelia seems pretty good. And they get chump blockers? Oof. I don't know that they're going to attack with the Line Breaker, though. Doesn't seem great. I think it's play Dog Umbra on Laelia and make 2 spawns. Just no chance they're attacking. Okay. I'm going to do this just because they could play a 4 toughness creature, right? So. All right, they're at 6. And we have an incredible board with Fanged Flames in hand and the ability to put a +1/+1 counter with Wither and Bloom in the graveyard. Whew! My 3 mana rare was a little bit better. They just had a really awkward curve. It was like a weird red-white Eldrazi deck. Haven't seen that before. 3-1. 3-1. The more Rams we draw, the better. On the play? On the play? Yes. Good hand. Medium hand. We have some removal. 2 mountains and a swamp with Wither and Bloom, Galvanic Discharge, Dross Claw, and a Molten Gatekeeper. You know what this hand could use? Just like any hand in my deck. A Ram. Oh. This is more likely going to be able to attack. So I'll play the Charge Bug. It's pretty likely that they'll be able to play a 2-drop, right? So. And I do really want to play the Gatekeeper on turn 3. Oh, okay. The Red-Black Mirror? Is it who has more Rams? I think it's... The Familiars are going to be really good. Oh, a Cursed Marauder, sure. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. What a turn. That was a great turn. Amped Raptor, kill your thing, Dross Claw, trigger, attack. So we now have a really great board. They have an empty board. We have a Gatekeeper, an Amped Raptor, and a Dross Claw with Wither and Bloom and Galvanic Discharge in hand. Smelted Charge Bug into... Oh! They played their own Amped Raptor. Nice. Oh, but they hit Pinnacle Monk! They hit a 5-drop! Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, we're just getting in. And the Sarpadian Simulacrum can also just kill another thing as well. So this is amazing for us. The fact that they whiffed off the Fanged Raptor is, what is it? The Amped Raptor is pretty unlucky. We going wide. Doesn't do anything. We're empty-handed. So I suppose they can block Draw's Claw? I'm thinking here. What if I put a counter on both? They block this. Yeah. There we go. There we go. They're at 6. They block any one of them, and then they die. Woo! That was an absurd hand from us. Wow. Wow. Amped Raptor is the truth. I don't even have that many energy cards in my deck. I just have, I think, the one discharge. But we got there anyway. Hey, a 2-mana 2/1 first strike is a welcome addition in any aggressive deck. Okay, 4 and 1, I believe, with our red-black aggro deck. We are on the draw this time. Certainly keeping this. We have a turn 2 Amped Raptor or Etched Slith. I bet my win rate goes down by like 10% on the draw with this deck in particular. Do I just play Amped Raptor and hope to get lucky? If they play a creature, I probably just do, right? If not, then I don't, because I have removal spells. Hey, they didn't play a creature, so I think it's okay to play Etched Slith, but I always get Aether Spiked. Just always. Why does it always... They're gonna play Repurposer this turn. Ella Damri. Okay. Okay. That's a bad sign. The fact that they didn't block is a horrible sign. Is it going to be like Mountain, Writhing Chrysalis, put something ginormous into play? Oh no, it needs a green mana as well. They could just have a bite spell or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it could have been worse. Next turn, I will play the Amped Raptor. Try to hit a removal spell. Oh, never mind. I'll just play a removal spell. Actually, I should still play Amped Raptor. Nope. Not going to do that. Actually, do I even need to kill this? It's just so unlikely they can double creature this turn, so... What do they have? I'm going to do this so that if they have a way to save it, I can Wither and Bloom it in response. Okay, that's good. They don't have green mana, so I'm just going to play another Ram just to pump this one and attack. I don't know of any flash creatures, but who knows? Okay. Well, that is a flash creature, I guess, technically. Alright, I don't think we got them to a low enough life total, and they're gonna stabilize here, sadly. That's what it feels like to me. We played all of our spells and killed a bunch of things, but I don't know that it's enough. This card is really good. The thing is, that body, it seems inconsequential. It's so big, right? You go from just 5 mana draw 3 is just too slow, but 5 mana draw 3, prevent 4 or 5 damage or ramp. That's a huge difference, and I think this might be the highest win rate common in the set. Or it's up there. Definitely up there. Yeah, and I can't kill a Warp Tusker to save my life. Oh no. Let's see. So this gives +3 +1. 6. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes you get Eldrazi'd. I need to draw my Breathe Your Last, I guess. Oh, too much value. Yep, they can play that next turn. Would we have had a better shot on the play? Of course we would have, but I don't think it would have mattered. Oh! We even drew Breathe Your Last. Wow. But they just have too much beef on the board. So they're gonna play this 4, 5, 6, 7. They're gonna gain a million. Yeah, we're super dead. It's okay. When the Eldrazi decks are on the play and basically can survive the early game, there's not too much you can do. Okay, 4 and 2 on the play with 1 land. Man, this this deck hates me. Okay. Granted, this deck isn't the most powerful thing, but just I kept a Fel the Profane in case I draw a bunch of lands in a row, then I can use this as a removal effect. But we didn't, so here we are. We're the aggressor here. They're probably going to play something. I need to cast Breathe Your Last. That's like my only play here. Just drew my double red card. This is I'm not mad, you're mad. I'm not mad, you're mad. Okay, I'm mad. I'm not gonna lie. They go to 10. I don't have anything to do with my mana, so might as well upgrade it into a 3/3, right? This is Arena's way of telling me, it's like, hey, Paul, what were you thinking? Not drafting Boros Energy again. Like, obviously, if you want to win, just do that. How dare you draft 5 Cranial Rams? You think I'm going to give you one? You silly goose. What do you have? What do you possess? What? Oh, okay. The 3 damage here might actually cost me. So I get a red source. I need another red source so I can play the Skoa. They have 5 cards in hand. What are the chances this goes well for me? This could chump. This thing has menace too. I'm at 8, they're at 9. I do have Skoa. Did they want to get the Coatl into play? They can crack the Grim Servant, I guess. Let's go ahead and get a mountain. Return El Transmogrant Areno. Okay. Never mind. It's dead again. Land! So this is going to put me to 2. But I'm hoping that we can maybe sneak enough damage in here and kill them with Skoa Ember Mage. That's my hope. Blue-black doesn't really have any pump. I wonder if they have a way to drain me out, though. Blue, 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 black. Unfathomable Truths. Okay. That does give them a chump blocker. It's close. So let's say they have nothing. I can get them to 4 and then play Skoa. If they block my Transmogrant. Okay, they have something. They might get a Coatl here. Yep. I need to draw a red source? But, like, I don't even know if that's enough. Just given what's in play. But given that they have a bunch of lethal things in play, we just have to attack. What if they just take 3? That would be wild, wouldn't it be? Just take 3. What could go wrong? Yeah, I mean, this was just one of those games where had we drawn maybe a red source earlier, we would have had a better shot here. But they put a bunch of flyers in play, and you know, this is the situation that we find ourselves in right now. Sadly. This thing has menace too? I mean, the thing is, they had just too many evasive creatures. I couldn't kill everything, right? My only hope here is to play this and hope that they don't know that the Grim Servant has Menace. That's my hope. Alright, they know that it has Menace. Alright, alright. It is what it is. We tried drafting Affinity, tried it again, tried to do something a little bit different. Probably could have maybe been the red-white energy deck, but we started things off with a Laelia here, had a bunch of removal spells, a ton, and that was good enough to pick up a good number of wins, but I felt like I needed to draw really, really well to have a chance, right? Just there was a lot of average draws where I don't know, things just feel a little bit underpowered, and like I said, despite the fact that I have all of these Cranial Rams, I didn't have the Refurbished Familiars and maybe some of the other payoff cards like Terramander. It's really important to have those evasive creatures because what you want to do is in the late game, you trade something off with the Ram, then you want to move the Ram onto a Terramander or a Refurbished Familiar to kill people that way. And because we didn't have that, I think that also slowed us down. Additionally, I think we had some pretty subpar draws with this deck where we had to mulligan a bunch. We had awkward curves, despite the fact that we have 11 2-drops in our deck. This it just didn't quite have exactly what you needed. And this was a deck that was largely commons and uncommons, but we did get a bunch of the Rams, right? So Affinity was open, definitely. Red was open. White was also open, but sadly, we were not able to get it done. And man, we lose a lot to the blue-black deck. So I got to try the blue-black decks out again. But 4-3, still an okay finish. A little disappointing given that we were 4-1. But that is the nature of the beast. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Feel free to hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel, I do have a Patreon channel. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. It's patreon.com/paulcheon. I honestly do think by joining the Patreon and getting access to the Discord, that'll be a really, really great way for you to level up your game. We are building an amazing community there in the Discord. A lot of really, really great people that love limited magic and want to help each other get better. So definitely recommend you checking that out. Additionally, this video is sponsored by TCGplayer.com. If you want to pick up Magic the Gathering singles or any other TCG singles, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. If you wanted to pick up premium Magic the Gathering products, deck boxes, sleeves, playmats, etc., HeavyPlay.com is the place to go. HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.